Hello, everyone. Welcome to another English lesson. Today, this week, the English Awakens a little more each day inside you. Okay, for today, we're going to be moving away from the alphabet with kindergarten now. Wow, we graduated. Not really. You should still practice the alphabet, but we're going to look at some basic phrases. These are phrases that I first teach to my children when they're coming into the classroom. Hello or hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. And how to ask for things like, may I get a drink of water? May I go to the bathroom? What those look like. First and second grade, we're going to be looking at those who, what, when, where, and why questions. I'm going to have a little reading. I created a little story, and we're just going to do like a reading comprehension check, answering questions that deal with who was in the story, what were they doing, when were they doing it, where were they, those kind of things. Third and fourth grade, I know I covered countable and uncountable before in the past, but I want to talk again about that with a different activity, filling in blanks with some or any. I think before we sorted words to which category they go to of countable versus uncountable. Now we're going to use it in a more practical way and how we structure our sentences. Fifth and sixth grade, again with common words. Um, they won't be S, T, U, W, and Y. They will be other words, but we're continuing with that. Kindergarten, all right, hello. So when you first greet someone, you say hello, hi, and they should say back hello or hi. It is a general greeting. Let's try it. Hi. Hello. This guy's very happy to see you. Can't you tell? Hello. How are you? How are you? This is the glue asking the broken cup. So, how are you today? How are you? Maybe not good. Maybe not good. Maybe not well. Looks like they're having a bad day. We can see on their face a frown. Not very happy about what's going on. But usually we can say, if someone says, how are you? We can just respond with, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you is also polite. If someone gives you something, you can say thank you, thank you, thank you. In Korean, that's 감사합니다, right? I'm fine. I'm okay. All right. Now asking for things. All right. May I? May I is very important. May I, blah, blah, blah. May I have some water? This is water. It's water. May I have some water? Water. And I might respond with, please wait. Please wait. You can't have water yet. You have to wait. May I come in? May I come in? Here's a guy welcoming us into his home. We're out here. I might ask, may I come in? And he says, oh, yes, yes, come on in. May I come in? May I have some rice? May I have some rice? May I have some rice? All right. Yes. And very important, may I go to the bathroom? May I go to the bathroom? May I go to the bathroom? I could say, please wait. I could say yes. Or I could say, no. No, you may not. Hopefully, I don't say this. Hopefully, you are able to go to the bathroom, but someone might say, no. No. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's some food there. Vocabulary you need to know first and second grade. For our story today, I need to make sure that you know this word. Forest. This is a forest. Look at all the trees. Dark. Oh, it's very dark in the forest. Okay. It could be dark many places. In this case, it's dark in the forest. It's dark also at night, not during the day, but at night. Too long. Something took too long. Maybe you're listening to me and you're starting to get bored and you think, oh, this teaching is too long. Too much time was spent tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, doing something. It was too long. Dinner. Right down here, we have dinner. Okay? Dinner. It's not breakfast. It's not lunch. It happens usually when it's dark or later in the day. Okay, so here's our story. Try to read along with me. I've underlined words that we should know. There was a fox named Greg. Greg liked to play with his friends in the forest. One day, he was playing for too long and he didn't get home before dark. He got home later that night and ate dinner alone. I'll read it one more time. There was a fox named Greg. Greg liked to play with his friends in the forest. One day he was playing for too long and he didn't get home before dark. He got home later that night and ate dinner alone. Okay, so who is in the story? Who's in the story? What's the story about? We'd be looking for a name. All right. If you need to take some time to think about these questions, feel free to pause the video. Greg, who is in the story? It's Greg. What does Greg like to do? What does Greg like to do? Play with friends. Play with friends. Where does Greg like to play? Where? Where does Greg like to play? In the forest. In the forest. When did Greg get home? When, Onje, when did Greg get home? Later. Later that night, actually. Why did Greg get home so late? Why? Why? Where? Why did Greg get home so late? He was playing for too long. He was playing for too long. Okay. So third and fourth grade, here's a rule with countable and uncountable. If you remember what countable and uncountable are, some words we can count. Some words we can't count. For example, we can't say I want 1 milk or I want 2 milks, but I would like some milk. Um, and also, so if we assume that we have countable and uncountable nouns together, we can almost always use some um, rather than a. Some is more flexible. It can be used with both. But we should use any for negatives or questions with uncountable nouns. So when a question is saying something isn't there or it doesn't exist, questions with countable or uncountable, are there, is there, for example, I've got some bananas and some honey. I don't have any oranges or any milk. I haven't got any oranges or any milk. And in a question, have you got any pears or any juice? Oh, let's show some words that are countable and uncountable, just so you can remember what that looks like. Countable, we have oranges, bananas, a pizza, banana, apple, eggs, grapes, carrots, a burger, tomatoes. All of these things we can count. We can say I would like 1 orange, I would like 2 oranges. You could also say I would like some oranges, I would like some bananas, I would like 2 bananas, I would like 2 pizzas, I would like some pizza, I would like an apple. Um, I would like some apples if you use plural. I would like some eggs. I would like 1 egg. I would like 2 eggs. I would like 3 grapes. I would like some grapes. I would like some carrots. I would like a burger. I would like some tomatoes. Okay? Now, uncountable. Cheese, pasta, water, juice, rice, bread, meat, chocolate. We can't say I would like one of any of these things. So you can't say I would like 1 cheese. You could say I would like 1 slice of cheese, but it is safer just to use some. I would like some cheese. I would like some pasta. I would like some water. I would like some juice. I would like some rice. I would like some bread. I would like some meat. I would like some chocolate. Okay? So now in sentences, we're going to choose between some or any. Okay, so we're going to fill in these sentences with the words some or any. Okay, so look at these sentences, see if you can fill in each one of these sentences here with the words some or any. What is appropriate for this sentence? We need some bread or we need any bread. You can't buy any posters. You can't buy some posters in this shop. What is correct? So go through all of those, pause the video, and then I will show you the answer here for each number. All right. Number 1, we need some bread. We need some bread. Number 2, you can't buy any posters in this shop. You can't buy any posters in this shop. We haven't got any coffee at the moment. We haven't got any coffee at the moment. See that negative rule? Haven't. We don't have it, so we use any. I have some books for you. I have some books for you. I have some books for you. Peter doesn't. Oh, what will it be? It's negative. Peter doesn't have any children. Peter doesn't have any children. There aren't any pens in the drawer. There aren't any pens in the drawer. She always has some sugar in her tea. She always has some sugar in her tea. Have you got any milk? Have you got any milk? You should eat some fruit for breakfast. You should eat some fruit for breakfast. They didn't sing any songs that we know. They didn't sing any songs that we know. All right. Okay. Try to make up your own sentences with countable and uncountable words. Experiment. See what seems right. And I will talk to you next week. All right. Fifth and sixth grade. Continuing with common words. Going through letter A. Activity, actually, add, address, administration, admit. All right, those are our words for A. We're going to look at activity and actually. Add is like in math, 1 plus 1. Address could be like me addressing you. I'm talking to you right now. It just means someone saying something, or it could be where you live, your address. What is the address on your building? What is the address? Um, what is the apartment number? That kind of address. Administration. Administration is a very uh, grown-up place where lots of paperwork is done, um, and it's procedures and all sorts of things. Admit. Admit. It means confess. I admit um, I've only taught professionally English to kindergartners. I admit I've only taught English professionally to kindergartners. Beautiful. It's beautiful outside. I want to walk outside. Or that girl is so beautiful. I could look at her forever. Take notes, boys. This is how you get girls. All right. So, or make a fool of yourself. Beautiful. All right. Because I go to work every day because it's how I make money. Become, become. I will become the best teacher I can be. I will become the best teacher I can be. I go to bed before midnight most nights. I go to bed before midnight most nights. Oh, and I just used before. Look at that. Candidate, candidate. The presidential candidate is running for election. The presidential candidate is running for election. Now, there's a lot of words there that you might not know. But a candidate is someone that's going to be selected for something. Okay? Capital. Capital. The capital of South Korea is Seoul. The capital of South Korea is Seoul. Capital could also be money or equipment that makes money. That could also be called capital. Different kind of capital. Car, I'm sure you know. Card. Card. Do you have a T-Money card to use on the subway? Do you have a T-Money card to use on the subway? You should take care of yourself during this season of coronavirus. You should take care of yourself during this season of coronavirus. Deal. Deal. How do you deal with so many things going on? How do you deal with so many things going on? Death. Death. At the end of your life, there is death. At the end of your life, there is death. debate. I'm actually going to show that on the next slide. Decade. Decade is 10 years. It has been a decade since I've been in high school. Decade. It's been 10 years since I've been in high school. It's been a decade. Economic and economy, well, those are actually words that if you want to look up, go ahead and feel free, but it talks about money flowing through society. Kind of a complex concept to teach in a foreign language, but it is a word that you will hear quite a bit on the news. Edge. Are you on the edge of your seat listening to me? Probably not. If you're on the edge of your seat, you're almost falling out with anticipation. Does this slideshow provide a good English education? Does this slideshow provide a good English education? Does it help you learn English? And effect, I'll talk on the next slide. Family. I have a very big family. I have a very big extended family, I should say. I have more cousins than I can count. I have more cousins than I can count, and more uncles too. Far. America is so far from here. Taking the KTX train is a very fast way to get to Seoul. Taking the KTX train is a very fast way to get to Seoul. You should listen to your father and mother. They are your parents. You should listen to your father and mother. They are your parents. Fear. Fear. When I talk in front of a lot of people, I feel fear. I feel fear. Okay? Activity. Activity. Here's some sentences with activity. We will plan the activity so we'll know what we're doing at that time. What activity are we going to do? What activity are we going to do? So an activity is something that you do. It could be anything. Could be a game, could be schoolwork, could be anything. It's not specific. Actually, actually. That's a soda, said person one. Actually, it's tea, said person two. Actually is a good way to correct an idea at the beginning of your sentence. I'm debating, debate is the word. I'm debating if it is better to travel the world or get a better job and settle down. I'm debating whether it is better to travel the world or get a better job and settle down. Decide. I can't decide what I want for dinner, pizza or spaghetti. I can't decide what I want for dinner, pizza or spaghetti, because both are good. Effect. Effect. Studying English will have a positive effect on your ability to speak the language. Studying English will have a positive effect on your ability to speak the language, as opposed to not studying English will have a negative effect on your ability to speak the language. Effect isn't specific, it's just something that happens because of something else. Effect. All right, so try making your own sentences. Be curious about English. Look up words that we covered today. Look up more words if you want, and have a great week. It's been a privilege. Be blessed. All right.